Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. This is Shahzad Badwa. Today we have topic data communication and networks for especially intermediate students computer science. Let's see, first of all, let's see data communication. Basically, data communication are the exchange of data between two devices via some form of transmission. When we communicate, definitely there is a sender and next is receiver, and we exchange data by using some kind of medium. And in figure you can see there is a sender and receiver. They are exchanging message by following some rules which are called protocols. So there are some components of data communication. First of all, what we need, a message, that is basically data. Then sender, definitely a person or device that sends the message. Receiver, the device that receives the message. Transmission medium, we need a physical path between sender and receiver through which data will travel. Then very important, we need protocols. Protocols are basically rules that governs data communicate. Definitely without protocol two devices can be connected but cannot communicate with each other. That's why when we start communicate we need some protocols. There are some characteristics of data communication. Definitely we need a delivery. Delivery means system must deliver data to the destination. Before communication we set up some protocols and rules. We make an agreement which type of data we will deliver and so on. We will discuss it later on. Then accuracy is delivered data must be accurately. Altered data which left uncorrected are unusable. This is very important characteristic of data communication. Timelines, the system must deliver data in timely manner without delay, which is called real time. That's why nowadays we are moving or using our real time applications just because when we communicate we need accuracy. Time is very important, means same time if we are sending data it must be reached on their same time. Data flow and communication. Normally we observe this all kind of communication data flow. First we have simplex. Simplex is one-way communication only. Most common example, we have television at our home and we use remote to change our channels. So always one side sender and other side is receiver. This is called simplex. Then we have half duplex. Half duplex communication is basically two-way communication but alternatively. If one person is sending information or sharing information, then second side must be waiting, or second side communication can be stopped. So always stop, not can be. So when each side may be sender and receiver but not both same time, this is called half duplex. Third one, we have full duplex or two-way communication. It's sender and receiver can send, communicate or send messages same time. This is called full duplex communication. Best example, we have our mobile phones or computer network system at home, or we are connected with the internet, and so many other examples are there through which we use we communicate same time. Then students, we have network. Network basically is a set of nodes connected together to communicate, to share resources, to exchange different kind of information. Whatever kind of information can be audio, sound, video, images, whatever you can imagine. So node basically is a computer, printer, scanner, software, PD, etc. Anything can be our node. And information definitely can be a text, voice, picture, or any kind other source of information. So when we use the network, definitely it has some different kind of services. Normally we use sharing for information. In information we use files, printer, different kind of applications. Then internet browsing is there, fax service is there, telephony exchange is there, conferencing, database, backup, and so many other services are available in network communication. When we talk about network, definitely we need some components. Components can be transmission media. This transmission can be wired or wireless, depends on what kind of transmission media we are using. Then we definitely need network operating system, which is called NOS, and also NIC, network interface card, is must. So other hardware we required for networking, which can be hubs, switches, routers, gateways, access points, repeaters, and so many other hardware are there we normally use in our networking. Classification of networks upon the transmission media we are talking about. Type of connections, what kind of connections we can establish in network. Classification, first one is point to point. A pair of nodes connected together by device, like in figure you can say two pieces are connected with a link. So single link is there, point to point device is connected. Then multi points are there. Multi points means number of nodes are connected with a single network and sharing their resources. In figure we can say a server is there which is connected with a single link, and other nodes PC are connected with server and exchanging and sharing their information and using services. Network criteria, what is basically network criteria? We measure through performance, reliability, and security, which is very important terms we use. Definitely performance, number of users, depend on how much transmission medium are there, or what kind of hardware we are using, what kind of softwares we are using. And performance is evaluated by networking metric, throughput and delay. What is throughput and what is delay? These two basic terms makes network performance. Then reliability is very important network criteria, and is measured by the frequency of failure, means the time it takes a link to recover from of failure. Time between failure and recovery is called reliability. This is very important criteria. Then network security is most important factor which we measure. Network security definitely includes protecting of data, protecting from unauthorized users, protecting data for damages, or we definitely follow or write policies, what kind of implementation we can do on our system network, and what kind of security issues can be resolved by different kind of policies. So network security is very important part of network criteria measurement. So dear, thank you so much. Hope you will follow these all points with your syllabus books and notes and go through it. Hope you will understand. Do like my page on Facebook with SSB and my